So, my suggestions for when you get in the exam is to do something like this. These are just suggestions, you don't have to follow them exactly. Make sure you read the exam paper. Is this the exam that you are expecting? If you have any concerns, ask. Raise your hand, ask the invigilators. Make sure you are aware of how long you have for the exam. How many questions are you supposed to answer? How many questions are there? Are there any special instructions? And what should you be supplied with in the exam? Make sure you read through the entire exam book. Make a note of how many marks each question is going to be worth. In this case, we have got 4 questions. Each one is worth approximately the same amount. So we're going to want to spend about 30 minutes each because it's a 2-hour exam. Make sure you check the back page of the exam paper to make sure there are no hidden questions. It will say when you get to the end of the exam book. When you come to fill in your answer booklet, make sure you fill in your name first. Make sure you fill in all the additional information on the book. When it comes to question numbers, fill in whole question numbers. If you can choose which questions you answer, only answer those questions. You might have to do it at the end of your exam. If you don't choose which questions you answer, just fill them all in at the start. This is a personal preference, but it is quite useful. Go through the book and label a fresh page for each individual question. This ensures that you space out your questions properly. And also make sure that you don't miss any questions by accident, because you'll see the blank page waiting for it. This tip is less useful for exams where you get to choose which questions you want to do, or exam style questions where you have to draw diagrams or write a lot of text. But for simple exams where you're doing very short questions, this can be very useful. When you think you've finished, make sure you go through your exam book again before leaving. Make sure that you have read the question properly. Make sure you have answered all the points raised in the question, and make sure that you haven't missed any questions. If you are uncertain about the answer to a question, have a go anyway. You might be right, and you can always get partial credit. So have a go even if you're not certain. When you're done, make sure that you sign your book, and that's it. These are easy ways to pick up a few extra marks, or not to lose marks that you're otherwise entitled to.